All right. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
What's up? I am the Big Boss, BIGBOSS Bean, Big Boss Bean. My Instagram is BIGBOSSBEENE. I am a manager, artist development specialist, a stage coordinator, and event coordinator. Multifaceted. Go.
Okay. You sound busy. So I appreciate you making time for the podcast coming through. Let's start with the name. So how did you um acquire the title? You know what I'm saying? Big Boss. Is it self given? Is it something that you was somebody placed on you? How you come to that?
It's evolved. So I got Beanie because I'm really into reggae music, soccer music. So I'm a big fan of Beanie Man. Can sing a lot of Beanie Man songs, and everybody just gave me the nickname Beanie. My original nickname was Beanie Jigga because I like Jay-Z, right? And Chief Keef got the song How It Go. And at the end of How It Go, he say, "No, MC Hammer, bitch, I'm Sosa Jigga." So I used to change it. I'm Beanie Jigga. So I went from Beanie Jigga to Big Boss. I'm like, yeah, I'm little, but my attitude big, so I'm calling myself Big Boss. Then I had a cosmetic company, Boss the brand. So I changed it to Big Boss Bean. Nickname Beanie. My baby daddy changed it to Bean, so I just changed it to Big Boss Bean.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Big Boss Bean.
Evolution.
Where you from? Where it start? Where you grow up?
I'm from the west side of Chicago, the Austin community. I'm from the Dub, 290.
Okay. What was your experiences out west? Cause I don't know how old are you, but I'm 31, and just the times it's just changed. You know what I'm saying? From when I was a shorty to now. You know what I'm saying? So how was your experience growing up? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm 28, so we fairly close. I had way more fun as a child than they do now outside.
Sure. Ain't no outside for my kids.
No,
I can't
ain't
even
no
go
outside for mine either.
Sure.
They can't go outside either. My daughter's doing archery and some more shit. She don't understand nothing like that, so.
Let a nigga act crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Bow arrow. Yes, I got you. But, so it's definitely very, very different. I feel like we had more of a childhood, more freedom to explore. Shit like that. Kids now don't get the chance to explore shit but the internet. So, yeah, I definitely agree that it's a difference. Facts.
Okay. So, what was your aspirations at that time was you growing up? You know what I'm saying? I know you got a lot going on now, but then when it was like baby Big Boss, you can be anything you want to be. You can be astronaut, president. What'd you want to be?
I literally, when I was younger, I was into tech. So I wanted to be a computer analyst. And, but I had always had an interest in music. So I would always listen to music. Shout out DJ Nate. DJ Nate is part of the family. You know what I mean?
Around the corner.
We would watch them, and know their music and watch Forever Fly, Get It Squad. Oh, shit. You remember that?
Sure.
Oh, shit. So I would do those things. I danced professionally from about, I would say 6 to about 19. I danced with one of the greatest teams in Chicago, Full Effect. I really just had the same aspirations. I just didn't have a actual spot where I decided, this is exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be in artistry. I used to rap. We used to make fucking concerts for my grandma and my auntie. We would cut up papers. Here you go, come to this. I'd always been into what I'm doing now, so I didn't really have a solid, this is what I'm going to do. So I danced, I did music, I did drama, I did plays, I did everything. So,
If you don't mind me asking, what was your support system like at that time? Like you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, being influenced by the guys and the people who was in the streets doing their thing, but were your parents putting you in dance classes and things like that, different things, or was it basically just getting it on your own?
So my mom is a nurse. She became a nurse when I was about 4 or 5. So she's more so by the book. I actually was my own motivation. I won't lie. My mom put me in ballet, younger. If I had an interest in a thing, she would let me do it. But actual moral support or I'm going to come to this show, I'm going to do this. It was kind of self-bred. I was self-driven off the fact that I felt like my mom did not want me to do this. So, I felt like, hey, I can do this. I want you to see it. So a lot of it is really self-driven.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Was it easy to stay motivated through that time? Like, how did you know like you was doing the right thing? Like, were you getting compliment? Like, people were telling like you should keep doing this, like, or was it just pure self motivation?
It will come off natural. So if I wanted to, let's just say I wanted to dance at this show and I had it set in my mind, okay, I want to do this. I would go. I think the lack of fear, I don't know, I had a really like weird lack of fear. Like things didn't really
That's a good
scare me.
thing. I'm sure. That's a
Yeah,
good
and
thing.
I'm still the same way now. Things don't really scare me, so if I want it, I'm gonna go get it. And I've always been that way. And my mother can attest to that. Love you, mama. Shout out Tara.
Okay, so you dancing. What was the ultimate goal? You know what I'm saying, for the dancing, and is the goal still a goal to this day? But what was the goal, and where did it? You know what I'm saying. When did you start teetering into other things?
My coaches were all multifaceted. So all of my coaches. So Dane Campbell is who owns Full Effect at that time. Dane was writing plays. He was a playwright. He was choreographing for celebrities. He was doing a couple of things. Blair Cartledge works closely with Missy Elliott. That was another one of my coaches. TK acts. He moved to Hollywood. Does movies and all that. So he all has something else too. So they made me realize I don't have to just dance. I can dance and do. So we were in a theatrical dance company. You get what I'm saying? So you were taught to, act while you dance, or put on a show, or tell a story while you dance, or watching them just organize or put things together that interests me. So they kind of woke that up for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so did dancing take a back seat once you know what I'm saying, like I can be talented in all these other different areas, or was it still like a main part of?
Well, I got pregnant when I was 19, right? So that was in the middle of me becoming an adult
For sure.
and solidifying my career at that time. Dancers normally go to about 34 if they are not choreographing or they're not putting together
What
shows.
kind of dancing specifically? Just dancing, period?
So choreographed dance, so it could be hip hop, it could be a mixture of things, but depending on who was, actually the choreographer. So we had a list of choreographers in our group. Even they would dance too, but they were still putting shows together. They basically taught me discipline. So we all learned every dance, but we all also auditioned for every dance. So we didn't always win. So I learned how to lose. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Was that something that you was able to adapt to easily? Did you like learning all the other dances, or was you specifically, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if it was it hip hop or what would
Yeah.
you?
So I was more so persistent. I got my feelings hurt a lot. I had a class and I knew
Constructively, or is it like
constructively,
cutthroat in the dancing
both.
world? Okay.
both. It just depends on the seriousness of the show. We're doing competitions. It's not really about your feelings. It's about what's gonna make us win. You know. So yes, I will say that they were hard on us, but it worked. I had a class I was doing. I knew I was doing horrible. I knew I was doing bad. I was doing real bad. And one of my coaches is named Mikey. He literally was like, "Look, if you're gonna be a pickle, because it's called pickle when you're bad. When you look bad, it's a pickle, right? If you're gonna be a pickle, you're gonna be the best damn pickle." And that man told me that, and it stuck with me. So even if I am doing bad, I'm gonna do the best bad, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
No, I
So
smell what you're
I've always
stepping in.
had that mindset because of the things that were said to me when I fell down. You know what I mean? So yeah, pretty much that's what it was. Really.
Okay. That's dope. That's
Building
dope.
character, for sure.
Right. That's why I said great character builder. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
so before we leave the dancing real quick, just talk to me about the aspect of being a female in like the dance industry overall. Is it? We kind of touched on a little bit, like you said, it's cutthroat too. Like, what aspect about, you know what I'm saying, dance is it like you see on the movies, like Stump the Yard, and like when it's like personal beefs on, like what's cutthroat about the dancing industry?
Absolutely. Every scene has it's perks like
For
every
sure.
single scene.
I'm learning
You know
that
what I
even
mean?
the podcast scene,
Even
on
podcast scene, manager scene,
sure.
I mean, artist scene, you're gonna have, competitiveness. I personally, I'm very competitive. I'm not apologetic about that. But yes, definitely. Like, you would have crews. We had shows at Portage Theater, and teams are macing each other outside because they didn't win. You get what I'm saying? Like, those things happen. You get what I'm saying? In every single aspect, every single one.
Okay.
But yeah.
What about I know I said we're gonna stop with the dancing, but another thing with the dancing I noticed even when I was growing up, like I grew up with a lot of people that footwork, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they used to be like dead serious, like I'm talking
Deadass.
about they used to have like footwork practice after school, you know what I'm saying? They used to
We
be
practice
Oh,
Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to 8. You dare not touch your phone. I was at Austin Town Hall Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I went to school.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is about the internal. We talked about like the outside against the other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Making each other. So was it was being in a dance crew something that you enjoyed doing? Was it you know what I'm saying something
Absolutely.
that you? Okay.
Absolutely. It's definitely a popularity contest too. You know what I mean? So if you don't know anyone, but if you have talent, you'll end up knowing people. It's literally the same. It's the scenes are literally the same. It's who you know, what you can do, how you're valuable. Your value to what we're doing right now is what dictates how well you do or how far you go. With FICO, I cannot tell you. I think I remember 1 second place. So even though they were hard, even though they were, saying what they were saying, maybe giving you criticism and everything, like they were still hard on us, but every time we went to these competitions, we were never called last. You get what I'm saying? So we were always first place. So even that's from doing flip the script over in DeKalb. If we're doing Fave 5 competitions, we were always number one. And we had divisions. You get what I'm saying? So you had West Side Total Domination. You got South Side PDC. Northern got DDC. Up north is H2O. We had different dance
Right, for
teams,
sure.
but we were a division. And we competed as a division, and we competed separately. And we brought a lot of wins in. Definitely.
Okay. So like dancing's always like been a part of Chicago culture, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
From house to footworking, bopping, belly rolling, slow dancing, you know what I'm saying? It's always but I felt like it was a moment where like it kind of took a back seat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I feel like now with the rise of social media, everybody could do dances on lives and sure. I feel like it's making a rise. Do you feel like the dance culture is like making like the urban dance culture is like making a way back? You know what I'm saying? Like when we used to have like the war zones and stuff like that. Do you think that some stuff like that is making a comeback, or do you think it's just something that's social media?
I think for the younger crowd, they do have people like Astronaut Flea, but a lot of them are South Side based. West Side doesn't really have a real big dance team. I'm not really sure if Dance Force has a West Side division. I think so, but a couple of those dance teams, they are doing great. Like Dance Force danced on TV for a lifetime. I'm trying to think about what show. Who's Diana? Diana is the coach for who? What team is that? The Dancing Diamonds, something like that. They popular, real popular, but they dance for them. Like they doing a lot of things under wraps, should I say? Not really under wraps, but not necessarily in the spotlight. And some things are in the spotlight, but you know, like you said, it's the age of social media, so it's all about what's in your feed. Just because it's not in your feed, don't mean it's not happening either, right? So yeah, I think
For sure. For sure, that's dope, man. We're gonna have to wrap some more. I'm working on some. I'm doing a dancing documentary. I'm working
Definitely.
on. I wanna talk to a few people. So, to segue, cause you got a lot going on, and if I'm stepping out of order, I don't mind you correcting me. But what comes next? Is it managing comes right after dancing, or?
no, actually, I went from a manager to a video girl to I did my own production, dance production, in about 2016. I want to say October 2016.
Now, what is a dance production? Forgive me.
So like a video of dancers. So I got some of my dancers that I dance with.
Just a video
Majority of my life.
dancing.
A couple of people. I rented out a space. I got a cameraman. Shout out Robert Smith, Big Homie Films. He shot that for me. He really kicked a lot of stuff off for me. I will say that. But he did shoot that video, and that's really what kicked me off to wanting to do the background, because I was in the front of the camera at first. And I put that entire production together, and that really opened my eyes like, you could do other stuff. So I went from doing the dance production to party promoting for a little while. Didn't really like party promoting. I was like, no, I'm really into this. I started a lingerie line. Stressed me out. It's like, nope, can't do this either. So everybody knew me as someone that's doing something, or or I know it has something to do with art, or so I'm the artsy chick. So people know I'm gonna be in that realm. So I went from dancing, producing a dance, project, to promoting. Didn't like it. Lingerie, did that. Modeling. Now I'm modeling, and I was going to the music garage just to hang with a few people. I was going to the music garage just to hang with a few people, and this guy was in there rapping, and I told Maestro, from the Aviators, Maestro, I told him, I was like, hey, I know how to rap. He was like, what? You know how to rap. So I started rapping, and he started creating a beat around my voice. And he was like, who taught you how to rap? And I was like, honestly, I've been around it for a long time. When I was in high school, I was a part of a team. We competed in school talent shows, things like that. I've always been involved in that. So he was like, you should rap. And I started rapping.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did a lot of
I mean to
things.
cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good?
Okay, so you just listed off like 6 skills right there.
Facts.
So I'm gonna try to
Catch
I'm gonna
up.
try to run them over for y'all. For the listeners' view. I'm gonna try to get them all. So if you don't mind me asking, I want to talk about your time as a video girl.
Okay.
Like what your experience was like. Like more specifically, sometimes is it like sometimes you get a bad optics, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes. So what was your experience like? Was it good? Was it bad? Is it something you still do? Is it something you recommend for models or ladies getting into the industry? Just elaborate on that a little bit.
So doing videos as a female, there are there are perks and there are minuses. Now, mind you, I've been in a few people's video. I've been featured on World Star with Silver Dollar Pills. That was a really good production. They were very respectful, put everything together. It's all about what your goal is or what your target audience is. So if your target audience is for them to look at you sexy, you're going to do sexy videos. If you're looking for be classy, you're going to do classy videos. More acting, you're going to do more serious videos. So I would say depending on your lane. Would I recommend it for females now? Yes, certain ones, depending on what they're looking for. There are paid gigs and then there are free gigs. So you just gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Do you have a ashtray?
Yeah. Okay, so and and to kind of go along with the dancing, but you also mentioned having the lingerie line. And before we go into lingerie line a little bit more deeper, do you have an issue with like being sexualized? Like, you know what I'm saying? You are a woman, you're a beautiful woman. Like when you well, let me ask you this to make it more clear. Do you think like sexualizing things is like part of the game?
Yes.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And do you feel some type of way like when a man sees you and then he just sexualized you, like he's just drooling, or you be like that's part of the game? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's a part of the game. I feel like it's all about how you handle it. Know when to hold them and when to fold them, pretty much. So women, we were born to be sexy.
For sure.
Every single one of us has the ability to be sexy, no matter how you think you look or how big you are or small you are. Every woman has the ability to be sexy, and sexy is not just your look. It's a movement, it's a sound, it's a lifestyle. So you can utilize your sexiness without technically being sexual, but alluding to the sex. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. Um, what made you want to start a lingerie line? Like, how did it? You know what I'm saying? How did you know that was something that was feasible? Like I can start a lingerie line. And what was the emphasis behind it? Like, what was you trying to push? You know, like some lingerie lines push for the plus size women, for the older women, for the dancers.
So you caught my drift.
What was you trying to?
So
Makes sense.
when I dropped it, I dropped. Do you remember when furry everything was popular?
For sure.
So furry,
The
furry
sands, flip
sandals,
flops,
furry
and for
bras.
sure.
I created them from my hands. Furry bras and then a furry panty set. So a lot of strippers would get it, or models. They want to do a picture. I'm sorry, I'm gonna flick this lighter.
Oh,
But
no, you good.
I have two heavy set friends, and I said, sis, you the most confident heavy set sister I know. Her name Cherry. Okay. I said, look, I made a set for you, and you have to do my lingerie line photo shoot, and I'm gonna send you the picture. Right? She's heavy set. Okay. Killed the photos. I got great rapport. Great rapport off that. So you actually caught my drift. It was really to show that all women can be sexy.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was having a debate about that. I have a cousin that's beautiful, and she's considered heavy set, you know. But I made her my daughter's godmom off the fact that my daughter is a plus size child, you know. But her confidence is just, you know, radiates, and she's beautiful, you know. And a Fashion Nova model, the Fashion Nova curve, she does that too. So I felt like that was influential. That's why I did it. So you kind of caught my drift.
That's dope. That's dope. And to kind of double back on the question I asked you previously, but it was pertaining to earlier in your life.
Yeah.
At this time, you know what I'm saying, you're dancing and you're in videos, you got the lingerie going on. What was your support system like at that time? Like from OG, your aunts, you know what I'm saying? What was their views on it? Because, you know, it's now different. Back in the day, you could do things and you could be a dancer, but when nobody see it, you know what I'm saying? But now everything on social media. So auntie, you know what I'm saying, see you dancing, you know what I'm saying? So what was the support like?
My granddad was my biggest support.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say my granddad was pissed.
My granddad was the biggest support.
I'm sure that's what's up.
He passed from COVID, going on 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but one of my biggest supports, a person I watched go from one thing to another thing in front of me. Like, he really made me believe in change. Like, I believe anybody could change. Anything could be changed.
That's dope.
Just was very supportive of me. My mom had a hard time understanding me at that time, but she has always taken care of me. Facts. So anything I ever needed, my mother's always been there. But my actual support came from within self and friends. The fact that I grew character bonds with people I was dancing with, you know, other people who are also experiencing, oh, you know, my mom might not like the fact that I do this. Or, you know, we were all kind of each other's support. So it didn't really come from higher ups, for real. It came from peers and coaches and mentors inside, you know. Like I said, it's a scene. There are people there, you know, I didn't necessarily get mine from home base, you know. So my support really came from my environment. And
Okay.
sure.
What was, if you don't mind me asking, what was like the response like? Cause like I mentioned, like now it's a social media age. So like, what was the response from like classmates and friends, and do you let your children see everything that you do at the same time? Is that everything that you allow them to see? Like, was that something that you had to like? Well, not have. Is that something that you take mind of? Or you be like, you don't care other people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? Or do you be like, damn, my teacher probably saw this. You know what I'm saying? Or you be like,
I ain't gonna lie. I've been the same way for a long time, like my base characteristics. I've always been the same way. I've always been outspoken. I've always been, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. You know, so that really goes for anyone. And that works for me a lot, and a lot of times it gets me in some situations to just be so I don't give a fuck. But it's not that I really don't give a fuck. It's that I realize that everybody has an opinion, and I have no control over that.
And they gonna have it regardless of whatever you
Yes, I
do.
do have a sensor for my children. I
Mm-hmm.
do have a sensor for my mother, or so I would show them certain things, not everything, but they are aware of what I do because what I mean. They now my support system. They are my support system with my children.
Mm-hmm.
They help me tremendously with my kids, so I will say that. So yeah,
For
I
sure.
do have support, but that's mainly what made me switch over is my support. Okay, I understand. I have a child now, so I might can't do this too much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This requires me to be here more than I can.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of my switching came from trying to adjust to
Mm-hmm.
my life. Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope. You definitely got a story. So talking about getting behind the camera, you know what I'm saying? Did that happen out of passion or necessity? Like, did you want to get behind the camera or behind the production, or would you didn't have a cameraman one day or something and you had to do it? Like, how did you find out you had a passion for being behind the scenes?
So when I act, it's weird because when I started rapping, I met this guy that's now my brother. His name's Marcus Rosales, but we started a film team. Well, he started it and he brought me into it, right? So we shot a movie, Love City, which drops September 27th.
Okay. Shout out.
Check it out. Okay, so we started that, and at first it was just an idea.
Mm.
It took us an entire year to film that. So I was only supposed to be a small role in it at first. And I went from a small role to the boom worker, so that's the sound.
Yes, sir.
I went from
Yes, ma'am.
sound.
Excuse me.
Then I started working the camera, the Sony A3i.
7.3.
Yep.
A73.
We working that. I'm working macro lens.
Mm-hmm.
We doing a lot. We were just doing a lot of things. They taught me. Well, they used me basically because I'm usable.
But you're learning at the same
Right,
time. You know
exactly.
what
I
I'm saying?
mean, use me, please do.
Yeah, for
You know what I
sure.
mean? Because I'm willing to learn. And we learned about nan lights, fog machines, drones, the body gear for movies to, make it look like you got shot. Everybody, we practicing dying.
And then you getting all this free game, like free
Yeah,
game.
like it's just free game, and it's just a brother that I met like through music. Like, hey, I want you on my song, and it went from that to like a brother and sister relationship. You know what I mean? So we talked about it for a minute. We got a script together, casting call, got a lot of people together, and finished that first one. And we're filming again, so we're about to get ready for casting for that as well.
Okay, we ain't just gonna gloss over that. So you, as an actress, like, were you prepared to? I know it started off as a small role, but as yourself, was you prepared to be an actress? Like, what type of preparation did that take? Was that something that you was passionate about, or was that something that just fell in your lap and you like, I could do that? You know what I'm saying?
So as I said before, I did theatrical dance. I've always acted.
Right, sure.
You get me?
I'm sure.
I've always acted, but I did theatrical dance. I had a mixture, so they put me.
You know, a lot of
in.
actors, they get like training like that though. Like
Yeah.
they be like actors. Well, I ain't too smart. I be learning new shit every day, but
You
they be
smart.
going to like theater. They went to like theater school and like did like
It's
plays and shit on
beneficial.
stage before they was like behind the camera doing.
This
What is
is a persona.
Mm-hmm.
It's yourself, but it's a persona.
For sure.
When the camera comes on, you have to present yourself a
For
certain
sure.
way. You are taught that. That is it. Some people have it natural, but they also still have PR. They also still have people that say, "Hey, hell no, delete that. Why you post that?"
For sure.
You know what I mean? Everybody has it. So it's no problem with getting assistance for it at all. Yeah.
It's a lot of, like you mentioned, a lot. You know what I'm saying, behind in production. What's your favorite part of you? Is it, if there was like you can get one job in the production behind the scenes, you got which one you picking?
Okay. I'm gonna
And why?
say prepping the scene.
Oh yeah.
So getting it ready. The reason why is because it depends. It depends on the scene. So
That's a lot of responsibility.
we had a warehouse scene. Okay? We had a warehouse scene. We found the place. Okay, we rented the place out. We had a warehouse scene. We had to put the wood chips, the sand, right? And then when we were shooting the little, we had the prop guns. We're doing that part. We have a leaf blower that's blowing the dust. So everybody getting dusty. That's fun. You know what I mean? It's fun. You're doing it over and over and over again. So I like that part. I like the setup and getting it ready. And, y'all, end up getting a relationship because this guy you had to practice dying about 97 times with these people. So you like, yeah, that was you died good as hell today. Like you gotta. It grows. It builds character. It builds the ability to work in a team. The ability to know, like, hey, I have a specific role, and this role matters. If this role is not done correctly, then everything is not gonna be right.
Okay. Before we dive more deeper into the music and the managing, what's your least favorite part about doing production? If you had to take one aspect away from the whole process, what would it be and why?
Well, I'm 4'11" and holding that heavy ass boom. Wow, trying to keep it out of
You
the.
gotta hold that because you so short. You gotta.
No, and then it's like it's stretched out long because I'm
Oh,
short.
shorty.
And I have to keep it out of range of the camera. That's just a lot.
Yeah,
That was a lot. I hated that part the most. I always woke up sore.
Oh, shorty. Bill's character though.
Yeah, and holding the nan light too. I hated that.
Bill's character. Okay. So, before we get into does your personal music or managing comes first? Which one?
Managing.
Managing comes first before your. So how did you get into managing? Was it a specific artist that you was like, man, we could make some shit shake, or did you just want to start a record label? Like, what made you want to get into managing an artist? Cause that's a motherfucking task in itself. I'll be having some artists just for interviews. I'll be like, I don't see how anybody deal with your ass. Oh, sure.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, it's definitely a thing where like you have to have the cool fact. You have to have the shit. You know what? I had a personal situation where I felt like I was managing anyway. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, that would be a great idea. I already work in the background anyway. I've done everything from dancer to the artist to all of that. Why not try the background? If you're a powerhouse, think about when you're looking for a manager, right? If I'm an artist, I'm a rapper, whatever the case may be, I need better shows, all of that. I provide all of that. And then you fuck around, need your hair done. I can do that too. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I did that, and I realized that I was good at it. So we were seeing results. So as we were working closely, we were seeing results, and they began to gain exposure. And I felt good about that because I'm like, hell, shit, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing, and I ended up grabbing other artists. So yeah, that's how I ended up actually managing.
Okay. I've had a few managers in here, managers and people who got their own record labels. In your opinion, what is the job of a manager? Like, what is your job? Like, I hear some artists be like, the manager ain't putting no money behind me. I hear some managers say, we ain't supposed to put no money behind you. We just supposed to lead you in the right direction. And you know what I'm saying, to your potential clients that you may be talking to or maybe watching and listening, what is your job as a manager?
My job is to meet you at a certain percentage based off of how you're moving. So I work off of 6-month base plans. So if I work with you, I have a 6-month plan for you. Let's figure out what we're going to do for the next 6 months. The shows that we are going to get into, now normally shows come out every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You have an option to do a competition or this showcase, open mic, or what have you, right? I am big on competitions. I like to do competitions. So we would set your 6 months, put your shows together, but we're also going to set your rehearsal dates in between those shows. We're going to talk about how many songs we're going to do. So I make a personal plan with you based off of your artistry and what you're doing, right? Now, if we're doing studio time and everything, I have a handbook where I have set, how do I put it? So I have a set percentage. So I'll pay for 20% of your video shoot, or I'll pay for this. I'll go, so I do actually put money behind my artists. That's why I am so hard and choosy on who I'd like to.
As you should.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
And that kind of walks into my next question. So, would you actually put your own dollar into potential artists or into your own artists? Is it anybody can sign up? Do you pick the artist? Do you see artists and be like, I want to work with you? Like, how does an artist even get to be managed by you?
So normally, what I do, I am partnered with Tribe House. I don't know if you know about the Soul
Yeah.
Tribe. I'm partnered with him. So what I would do, I would talk to an artist. The artist might express their interest. Sorry, my bad. Artists might express their interest, and I'm making myself so messy. I'm sorry. They might express their interest, and I say, okay, well, there's an open mic on Tuesday. Come out to the open mic. I want to see you perform. After they perform, I talk to them, have a conversation, tell them, okay, come back again. If I'll go talk with my friends, deliberate or whoever I'm with. What do you feel? If I'm not really sure, I have them come in and come through Tribe again and chill. So I do have a process.
Okay. How involved are you in the creative process when it comes to your artists? Like you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, putting your own money, you know what I'm saying, into the studio time. So are you in the studio like, nah, this ain't it? Or is it more like
Absolutely.
just do your thing? I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
I'm at
And
I'm
how
at
does that
every single one. I'm at every single one. Every single one.
is that is that is that always copacetic, or has it ever, or an issue ever been arisen, you know what I'm saying, when an artist,
A lot of issues
you know
have
what I'm
arisen.
saying?
A lot of issues.
How do you handle that, you know what I'm saying, as a manager? Because sometimes I know, you know what I'm saying, as a manager you got to manage situations, you know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
how do you handle a situation like that when you might not be in agreement with an artist?
Um, Most likely, a lot of the times with grace. A lot of the times with grace, I do communicate. I will talk to you about it, but it's ways you go about things. You know what I mean? And it's a two-way street. So a lot of the time, being a manager, you always have to choose to be the bigger person. And that's the hard part of always choosing to be the bigger person. Like, even if have personal relationships or whatever, just still choosing to be the bigger person. Yeah. So that's pretty much how I deal with it.
Okay, definitely.
But
That's what that's
I definitely work very close with my artists. I definitely help put them together and grow and expose. I rehearse. I do what I need to do, and I do my part. I always have. And there is that no one that's ever worked with me that can say that I didn't put money behind them. I did not put the effort or allow them the space to do what they need to do now.
and along with the creative process of it all, is this something like, are you like deep into it, like wardrobe, and since you have a background in dancing, you know what I'm saying, well, I should have known when you said dancing you meant like choreographing them, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But have you actually danced yourself with the artist, or
You know what? I try my best not to. So I'll try to find everybody because I really, like I said, I've done everything and I've figured out what I like to do the most, and that's in the background.
like sometimes you like, we want something done right, I'm gonna do it myself, you know what I'm saying,
Facts,
or
facts, or I'll just bitch until I get it. Facts, I will bitch until I get it. I will tell you that, but I promise you, it always comes out accurate. It always comes out right. Facts.
okay, uh a manager with your own dollar.
Yeah.
Talk to me about slot giveaways. Are they, me personally, I want to ask you, are they real? I've seen a lot of slot giveaways, and to be honest, me personally, I maybe overlooked some, but I've only seen one slot been given out from a slot giveaway. So, is that a good investment? Is it a good investment? Do you have to vet like whoever's holding the lick? Sometimes I see it'll be a future concert coming up, but it's three different events that got slot giveaways. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and then the one person I did know he got like a slot giveaway. He got to it was a sleazy world ghost, so he got there, but he was like, he was like six other people had the open world. He got like a minute 30 on the stage. He was like, but so in your opinion, is slot giveaways, are they real? Is it a good investment? How should you go about that as somebody listening or watching this right now?
So from a manager's perspective
Yes,
or
ma'am.
an artist?
Your expert opinion.
Honestly, your manager is responsible for reading into the event, finding out who's running it, speaking to who's running it, not the promoters, not the DJ, not the guy that's dressed really nice, just walking around in the room. They don't matter. If they paid to get in there, they don't matter. And that's my advice.
And as an artist, you know what I'm saying, independent upcoming artist, should you be investing in slot giveaways or should you be investing that money in studio time or features or music videos?
Both are equally beneficial, and I'll say that because the slide giveaways give you time for exposure, and if you do get the 1 minute and 30 seconds, you are still in a room full of people
Yeah, for
that
sure.
seen you and heard you, and a lot of the time you don't go there in
Yeah,
vain.
sure.
So both ways,
Yeah.
it's all about your patience. A lot of people are microwave. They want it
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not only that, like the brother that did that, he had a good heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I think it was, they sold him something
Sold
that
him
you
a
know what I'm saying.
dream,
They
right.
told him like he was gonna
Now,
have a set. You know what
Don't
I'm
get
saying?
me wrong.
They
I
said
am
you
not
gonna have a set
defending.
for Sleazy World Go. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not defending
sure.
a lot of competitions because a lot of competitions are bullshit. And it's funny because we can have a whole total because I be going into a whole spiel, but we will have a separate conversation about that. Most competitions are bullshit, and I'll say that.
Okay.
And then that's most competitions in Chicago are bullshit.
Okay.
Most of them are rigged. Most of them are competition based off popularity, not off your talent. But if you're smart and you're talented, you can get that popularity. So I'm telling you both ways to look at it. Yes, they are bullshit, but once you learn the bullshit, if you want it, do you learn how to be bullshit with them? Or do
You
you
gotta play the
just-
game.
you
That's
gotta-
all. You gotta play the game.
when to hold them and when to fold them?
Yeah,
Remember when I
I'm
said
sure
that
it.
right?
Every environment, whatever you doing, I'll be at
Once
work.
you
I'll be telling them
learn-
all. They be like, "Oh, you been here so long, so it's a
Hey,
game,
'cause
shorty."
Once
It's
you
a-
learn the
I'm
game,
shorty.
you learn how to play.
I'm shorty.
You give me yeah. So that's my opinion for sure. But they're definitely bullshit. A lot of them, majority.
Okay. Before we get into your personal music, what's your favorite part about being a manager, and what's your least favorite part?
Watching them grow is my main one. My least favorite part is when it get to their brain and they try to play with you. Least favorite part. Now they're not everybody doesn't do it, but a lot of the times you will run into situations where it's like that, where because you are in the background, they, lower your value. When you know your artist's value as a manager, you value them, right? You want them to value you the same. So that would be my least favorite part.
With these experiences that may not end too well with the artist or with the situation, do you use that and put that on top of another artist? Like if you invite an artist to a trap, I'm like, man, they acting just like who out the bar was acting. They be like, I ain't. Or does it everybody get a clean plate in this pure talent?
I have clean one-on-one conversations with artists. I see where they head at. And if their head is not where I'm at, I have no problem with telling you it's probably not it. Respectfully. And I might like you, you know what I'm saying? Are you cool? But I do have boundaries. I'm standing very stiff on them.
For sure. As you should. For sure. Okay. Definitely appreciate you coming through. But before you go, you know what I'm saying? And if there's anything major that I'm missing, please interject. But personal, your own music.
Yeah.
What first of all, what's your subject matter like? What can a listener expect? You know what I'm saying when they cut you on? What we gonna hear? What's the message?
It really just depends.
Or is it just a vibe? You know what I'm saying?
I'm really a vibe. Like it just depends on my feelings. Like, I'm delving back into really trying to actually make songs. I'm really interested in battle rap. So yeah, I like battle
Fuck
rap.
with the battle rap.
Yeah, I love battle rap more than actually like going on tour, making songs, making albums. That's not really what I
I
would
want to film battle rap.
listen. So let's chop it up.
I'm sure. Set it up. What you talking about?
Right.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'm into battle rap more than anything, but I do have a few songs.
Not to cut you off.
No, you good.
Let me ask you this, because I watch battle rap like I'm old. Like I used to watch on YouTube. I used to watch Reed Dollars. I used to watch Meek Mill before he blew up. I used to watch on YouTube battle
Right.
rap. I fuck with Arsenal, right? I think like Arsenal Rebel. I think he the best. But like every time I like watch like the new battle rap, I was like, so you can't do that in Chicago. 'Cause somebody gonna die.
Nice. Y'all
So it's
like listen.
I don't know. That's the only
Okay.
thing. Sure, like somebody
You know
gonna
what? You
dash.
know who I like, but I just don't like when he loses. He's a sore fucking loser, bro. Hitman holla.
Yeah,
I love Hitman, but when he loses, he's a sore
Yeah.
fucking loser, and I hate that shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sure.
bro, your sportsmanship
Yeah.
is fucking trash. I'm a huge fan of Arsenal. Arsenal is Mr. Disrespectful, but I am the number one fan of QB Black Diamond, which is the princess or the queen of disrespectful. Okay? Yeah.
So so how you so how what's your do you feel like battle rap in Chicago is something that could exist?
Yes, it's a great space.
I know one person that's doing it. I see him and I like it, but I just be like it's tough. Like it's tough.
I know a lady that's doing it, Molly. Molly been eating it up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so when can we is it a difference between battle rap and actual music? You know what I'm saying? I hear some people like something like you can be a good battle rap, but they can't make good songs, or they
Yeah.
make good songs and can't battle rap.
That's true.
Is that something that's tough for you, or is it the same? Or
I feel like I'm best at features. Like when it comes down to industry songs or just something that would be on the radio, I would be great as a feature because I actually care about my lyrics. So I would say that.
when you say care about your lyrics, is it like I got a message for the kids, or like I'm conscious of how I'm putting shit together?
Yeah, so I'm intelligent, and I like to express that I'm intelligent in a way that you could understand. You
Sure.
get what I
But
mean?
another motherfucker, intelligent
Right,
motherfucker,
right.
like damn.
And even somebody that's not necessarily just intelligent, they're like, damn, that was just okay, right.
I don't know what she meant, but that shit was
Right,
raw.
right. Like I understood the gist, but I don't that,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, shorty. So what's the goal for the music? You know what I'm saying? You say you getting back into it. So what's the vision? Is it singles? Is it just jumping on features? Is it a project? Is
I'm gonna do a 5-song project. I'm working on a new artist. She's never ever rapped before or anything.
never
like
ever rap before?
Hey,
Never
first
ever
song-
rap before?
First song, Glass.
Yeah.
First song, Glass. She rapped at home and everything, but this was her first time actually in the studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Song
looking for. An artist like that. I need me
Listen.
somebody to grab, scoot one of my arms,
Right.
so somebody that ain't got.
I've been in the
one,
background working with her, and everybody out there here, they approving. They're like, fuck, yeah, I rock with her. So we have entered into a competition August 2nd.
How the hell you start managing somebody that ain't never rapped before?
Hey, she's always so.
You heard her humming on the bus or
We
something? It
were
was like,
friends,
come here.
right? We were friends. We met through a mutual. We were friends. We ended up getting close on our own. And one day we were in the car. She was like, "I didn't know you know how to rap." I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, shit, listen to this beat." And she just started going. And I was like, "All this time we've been friends?
Who are you?
What the fuck is going on?" Right. So I was like, "Dude, what the fuck you doing?" So we always talked about it. And this was maybe like a year and a half ago. But she always talked to me about it. And then one day I was like, "What the fuck you doing today?" She's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "Okay, come slide to the studio right quick. You got this song I heard. It was pretty decent." So we go to the studio. We went to DJ Fame's studio. And we got in there and she was like, "I got this song, but I need a feature." And at first I hit Jacquees up. I'm like, "Jacquees, I think I got a feature for you. I need you to get on something right quick." But she pulled me to the side. She was like, I think it's for you. Like, I think it's for you. I want you to do it. Like, I think it's for you. So I was like, "Man, I don't rap. I don't rap no more." And she just got on my ass like, "You're gonna rap. You're gonna do this feature. Like, it's for you." And we did it, and everybody I played it for actually approved, like 100%. So I'm excited to bring her out.
That's what's up.
So we got a couple of competitions. So really, I chose to rap again because, like I said, as a manager, a lot of the time, a lot of managers can't do what they trying to tell you to do. So I felt like if I took the time from now to December 31st to display, I know how to do what you do. And I don't really want to do what you do. I like that you want to do it. But see, I do know how to do it. So now when I'm talking to you or we talking and you're listening for real this time, because I'm showing you with your eyes, because this is a visual, time now.
Sure.
Yeah.
You ain't pulling out your ass, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know, I'm not just, talking
For
shit.
sure.
I'm really, yeah.
What's your favorite part about the whole music making process, from the shows to the working with other artists to the writing? What's your favorite part of making music?
Show prep.
Show prep?
Show prep.
I ain't
Like
never heard that.
when it's
Usually
time.
people be like the shows, you know. She talking about show
Show
prep.
prep. Like
Oh,
on the way
sure.
to it. That's my favorite. Like getting it together.
What does
Like
your show prep look like? That's
so,
making your
my show
favorite part.
prep includes rehearsals. It includes everybody talking about, hey, what are we wearing?
That'd be
What
my
is this?
least favorite part.
Hey.
You got some. You probably got some type of form of OCD. I think I do too though. But that's
Now look.
to like the prep.
So I have a makeup artist.
That's
On
nerve
deck.
wracking.
You don't have we don't have security on deck. We gonna have all of that on deck already. We figuring all of it out. So I love the fact of when the day of or the day 2 days before, everything is going so smoothly because I just rammed it in y'all motherfucking heads for the past 3 weeks.
Everybody
So,
calling your phone.
I'm so competitive. It's not funny. Like I'm competitive as fuck.
See.
So it's like when we get here, this is how we moving. Like, hey, look, when we walk in this room, these are the important people. Always watch your fucking group chat. Like if my team, when they understand that, when they see that, they know. You get what I'm saying? A lot of managers don't create a team anymore. I'm competitive. I do my homework and I work off my homework. That's it. That's what I do. I love that part.
What's your least favorite part about the music? If you got to take one thing away from working with other artists, from going to shows out of town,
Prides, egos,
for sure,
the variety of people.
for sure.
They might be amazing artists and they are a shit person.
For
You
sure.
feel me? Like, you never know what people dealing with in the background. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that part. I don't like the many souls. You know what I mean? We dealing with 8,000 energies, you know.
Sure.
You know.
That's my thing about being outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like grew up in like in an era like where you don't like go too many places. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like outside. So I'll be like trying to, especially by yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like I be trying to like get up out of that shell, man. But it's definitely a different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like I get out the streets. I get in the podcast. And it's like a whole nother
Vibe.
click and shit. Like you got other podcasters, you know what I'm saying,
That
and
ain't
water
fucking
park,
with
you
the
know what I'm
fact that your shit
saying,
coming
on
up, and
shorty,
they
you
like,
know
why
what
the
I'm
fuck you
saying,
here?
on
Right.
shorty,
You
you
know
know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying. They
saying?
got your own little
Yeah.
anything, like everything got their anything. I ain't with none of that shit though. Sure.
Man, listen, it's a part of it.
So that's why I
It's
say
all
my
about-
biggest competition for me, I feel like is myself. So every time
That's
I do
it.
something, I try to. Like I feel like this interview, I don't say it, but every interview, my next one better than this interview better than my last one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My next video in the booth gonna be better
Oh,
than
you
my
better
last
than your
one.
last
So,
one. And look, it's no problem with saying that. And anybody that feels some type of way, what can you do about how they
I'm
feel?
sure.
I can't do nothing about how you feel, so I hear
I'm gonna
it.
sleep like a baby. I'm sure.
Man, you know what I'm saying? The time still say what? You know what I'm saying? We all got the same 24.
I'm sure.
And if it ain't working for you, it ain't moving how it's supposed to move for you, I got the same 24 as you.
So I'm gonna make it count. I'm
Feel me?
sure.
Make that shit count. That's it. That's how I feel. And anytime I see a success, no matter how I feel about somebody, I be like, do your
I'm
shit.
sure.
And that's
For
what
sure.
makes me
I'm
keep
sure.
going. That's
I'm
what makes
sure.
me have
For sure.
grace and
I'm sure.
be able to win.
Especially
because
I
I
be
can
seeing
see
certain
that
motherfuckers, I
shit.
be like, oh yeah,
I
they can do it.
do.
I can
Shit.
definitely do it. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Just
So
that. Yeah.
if somebody, you know what I'm saying, they listening, watching right now, they look up Big Boss Beanie, what they gonna see, what's going on right now, what's
Right now they'll
What-
see
what you
me
pushing?
promoting my artist development classes with Tribe. They'll see me basically promoting the fact that I am beginning to rap again just until December. I decided how long I was gonna do it.
that shit gonna start busting your ass gonna
Man, I'm gonna turn into Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar.
you gonna
on their ass
say
and
what
not do it again for
what they say New Year, new me. Oh, sure.
Hey, look, every time I did open mic, listen. Every time I did open mic, I literally tell them, "Don't ask me to do this shit no more." I swear, I say it on the mic. I manage, but they'll be like, "Nah, you should rap. Why you don't rap anymore?" And I'm like, "Bro, because it's just the drama that come behind being a manager. Think about when you're in the spotlight. You got
sure.
drama in the back. Like, I'm cool. I'm not that thirsty for people to see me. If it's good, I appreciate it, but yeah."
So, Now I don't want you to get the class away for free, but if you could, real quick, give me 3 tidbits to artist development, like maybe 2 or 3 of the most important aspects to artist development.
Stage presence. Let me see. I'm not gonna say discernment, but just being able to read your crowd. In song choice.
How do you pick a song choice? Is it do you test them out like in the car with
So
your friends? Do you
no.
give them to a DJ? How you test a song?
First, if you only have one genre of music, because a lot of artists only have one genre, they're not well rounded. If you only have one genre of music, why would you book a show that is at a bar in Logan Square?
For sure.
You get me? If you know you talk, I bitch, I'm from the rack. I'm gonna do this. If you know that, why would you book up north?
Right.
Why would you do that? You would only book shows that are pertaining to your genre of music.
Right, for sure.
But if you are a singer and you have pop music, you have rap music, you have calm music, happy music, EDM club music, you can go book a deadbolt bar. You can go book, you know what I'm saying, the import, something like that. You can go book stuff like that. But it's all about choices once again. So we always discuss choices.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. A lot of artists definitely need some artist development. What can they sign up for that? What can they get up with that?
They can come to Tribe House. It's in Wicker Park, 1564 Damon. But you can go to tribehouse.net to check out the memberships.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we talked about what you got going on now. If you don't mind, you know what I'm saying. What's the overall goal? Like, what do you do this for? What's the purpose? What are you building for? When you sit down in your rocking chair, it's all said and done. What you want it to look like? What do you want to accomplish? Is it a
I took
studio?
a long time to find my purpose. Like I told you, I'm 28. I took so long to find my purpose. And I feel like I always knew my purpose, but like I didn't like it. I didn't like it. You know, it's to teach. I never, ever, ever liked that. But when I did get into teaching, no matter what it was, like teaching hair, they were trying to make that a career for me. Like, hey, you could work at the school after you graduate. Like, you help a lot of people when you do this, you know. So I took a long time to realize, damn, teaching is your calling. Like, that's what that might be a part of your purpose in life. So managing is teaching. Managing is coaching. You get what I'm saying? So I do get the satisfaction of like feeling like I'm doing the deed that I'm supposed to in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I ain't mean to make that deep, but it's just
No, for sure.
true though.
It's a passion. I'm sure.
It's actually a passion. I don't just do it because I want to be famous. Like, nah, not really.
That is being famous is, you know what I'm saying, like something that's gonna come with it. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? Is that something you feel like you'll be able to manage? Something you ain't gonna really like too much? You know what I'm saying? Something you gonna have to adjust to?
I'm unfuckwittable and unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
I'm serious. I have a dangerous level of don't give a fuck.
That's what's up. You need that.
Dangerous level of don't give a fuck. And I'm trying to tell you, like, it's literally all about self-confidence and how you feel about yourself. And if how you feel about yourself is based on the outside world, you fucked. You fucked because them people evil. They will say some shit, okay? Like, you can't really give a fuck about the outside world, what they say. If you sit there and read the comments, like, I'm going to tell you so far, like, it's not a person that I've dated for real that can say I went through their phone. Like, I'm that. I'm on Facebook, I'm in your likes. Nobody. They can't say that. Because I don't do that. You get what I'm saying? That's a waste of time. It's a waste of time.
Stress. You're going to stress yourself out.
I've been busy for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I said. Be busy. I'm sure you ain't got time for that, shorty.
I have kids. I have 2 kids, 2 little girls.
Sure.
I do that with them.
For sure.
You know, but not in my other life. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm very with the flow. It's okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, appreciate you. Like you said before we got on camera, like we been talking, you know what I'm saying? So it was good to finally get you up in here, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, you come through, you know what I'm saying, with the hits, you know what I'm saying, and the members, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an open door policy. You know how to get up with me, you know what I'm saying? If you could, before you go, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can lock in with you, where they can work with you, where they can come possibly perform with you, all that good shit.
For sure. If you want to check out any events, come talk with me about artist development. I do attend Tribe House. Like I said, you can catch me there on Tuesdays. There's an open mic session. We can chop it up there. You can find me at Big Boss Bean on social media, Instagram, mostly BIGBOSSBEENE. Yeah, so I'm on Apple Music. I am on a few places. You want to find a couple of videos, type in Big Boss Bean or Beanie Jigga. I have a few music videos. I actually send you the links to
Yeah,
them.
for sure. You gotta come do it in the booth now. I'm sure you gotta,
I am.
especially if you only rapping to December for real. I need that. I'm
I
sure that shit
definitely
gonna
rap
be
this.
in the vault. I'm sure.
I
I'm like,
got
she
you.
retired. She don't even rap no more. I'm
Right,
sure.
right. I
I'm
don't want to do
sure.
this shit no more. I got you. I got you. Yeah.
I'm
Swear.
sorry, but definitely appreciate you for coming through. Enjoy the rest of your day. Can't wait to have you back. Keep
Thank you.
working.
For
In a
sure.
minute, gang.
Dang.